We need the services, although I suppose I didn't have to build the big ones right away. I could have just built the smaller versions, which would have saved me a lot of money. Might want to move your poop pipe. Maybe. As long as it doesn't reach over here. I know. You know what? Let's go ahead and do the swap. Put the poop pipe over here. Move the fresh water intake over here. Yeah. Because it is flowing out, which is good. And that will require another power line. Nope. Okay. Alright, that looks less bad. Hopefully. So we still have the poop over here. Power is very good, especially now that we have the incinerator turned on. Still losing 7 grand a week. I don't know that we'll have enough people coming in quickly enough. We might have to turn on the unlimited money for a little bit while this fills in. People are still coming. The city will be fine, but probably not quickly enough. What are you complaining about? Citizens are sick. Are they really? Dirty water? Oh no! Look at that! Apparently that counts as drawing water from over here. Okay. All of a sudden the sicknesses go away. 0%. I think there's an achievement for running a city with 0% water and ground pollution for X number of years. Or no, a city over 10,000 people. So it means all your industry would have to be clean industry. Farming and forestry. Get that out. So this will go away eventually. A little bit of death there. We're not bleeding as much anymore. We've only got 10 weeks worth of money left. We can always take out a loan. Oops. We need... Water availability has dropped. Why is it water availability less than sewage now? How come my water pumping capacity is so low? Pumping capacity, 76. Are we having power problems? We're having power problems. Okay. Guess I'll turn on the last one. We're gonna have to build some more of these soon, which is bad. So that should get my water pumping again. Although, I also have to raise the water budget. People are moving in super fast. Alright, 100%. Okay, more than enough of both. Ooh, a lot of deaths. Good thing we have a crematorium. It's gonna be a little bit busy for a while. We might have another poopocalypse go on. So someone right over here. Let's save some time. If we get any of these skulls here turning red, I'm going to just bulldoze the building. Save a little bit of time. Overall, the number of sick people should be dropping. There's only 32 dead. 400 people sick. Considering my town has 2,400 people in it, the number of sick is pretty good. There we go. The dead people are getting picked up. And here's an ambulance treating some people at the school. School with a dead person. People flowing in. We're only losing 3,000 per week, despite the fact that I turned on some more things. We are going to need some more water really soon. Before I build water, what I will probably do is pass a policy. Now, the policy here, water usage, does it also decrease sewage? It's consumption. What I'll probably do is over budget the water places, just because building the next one is quite pricey. We're only going to want to over-budget it for a little while, though, because it's very quickly does not become very cost-effective. Well, we're just going to have to eyeball this one. That's pretty good. There we go. Some red skulls. Those are buildings that are about to become abandoned completely because of too many dead bodies. Plus, by getting rid of the skulls, especially these, this is really far away. It saves a lot of travel time of our hearses, so they can go and service the others. And we're actually looking pretty good. Only bleeding 2,000 per week. There. All right. It was like, you had to build just the right amount so for it to work. Ooh, we're going to need to water over here. Oh, they actually have, well, not everyone does. That'll work. And now we don't have quite enough water, so let me go ahead and over-budget the water for a little while. Just to try to keep it into the green as people continue to move in. Let's go to full 50% bonus, which only gives us 25% more water. As soon as this is no good, we will go and set it to 100 and actually build. We are going to need actual fire trucks over here because there's a lot of tendency for things to burn in this area, I would think. Does that count? Do you need a little more? Nope. You're okay. Actually going to just go just a tiny scooch just to make sure that's covered there too. Water still okay. Power. So we're going to need a little bit more of that. We need quite a few things being built. But we're almost to the point where we're not losing money anymore. I will go ahead and get the power down first. Because running out of power really ruins things. I guess I could have increased the budget. But these buildings are relatively cost effective. There we go. That's good. Water's getting into the yellow. Alright. And we're actually losing a little bit of water coverage. So, I'm going to focus on the drain first. I think if people don't have enough to drink, it's less bad than having an overflow of sewage. Oh, can we afford both? Oh, these cost nothing! Oh, shoot, okay. So now we just set the budget back to 100 for maximum efficiency, and I think we'll stop messing with the budget. Yes, we'll be overwatered for a little while, but I think that's going to be fine. I'm going to go and do this. We will need it pretty much now. Once we get in the yellow. I mean, technically, the consumption, it's only when you get into the red where you run out, but I like to keep that margin there because new buildings will pop in pretty quickly. We don't have any parks here yet. Anything to beautify things. These power lines don't need to exist. Nor does this, or this, or this. Or I suspect this one. Which means we can fill in some gaps in the zones. Does it remember its old zoning? Not entirely. Okay. People want a bit more industry. Well, I can certainly oblige that. I'm a very obliging person. They're going to need a fire department at this end of town. We're going to be able to get rid of these power lines really soon. We're making money, you guys! Ooh, not enough for a fire department. But soon. Alright, how's the traffic? Probably horrible. Actually, we're just getting a lot of stuff in very quickly. Where are these guys heading? Returning to the facility. Yeah, I'm surprised more people aren't using the trains. What we'll probably need to do... Well, actually, what this train track is going to go here, across here, across here. We're going to need another cargo train. Oh, there's the traffic. We're going to need another cargo train station here and then extend it out. So what we can do to minimize this mess is do one of these. Because what's happening... It's always the industry. Industry always causes the problem. Every truck that is leaving or coming back goes through this one area. Now we can split that. They'll still go over here, but they're not going to be starting and stopping over here. There's not going to be the same sort of cluster fuzzle. We could always do something with one-ways over here to minimize sort of the confuzzling. But I think we'll be okay. And once we get a cargo train station here, I think it will minimize even more of the traffic. I mean, the traffic might still be a little bit much here, but we'll figure it out. Overall, we're actually alright. Oh, I was going to build a fire station over here as soon as I need more money. Just things are always on fire. Pigs! Yay, pigs! Smells like bacon. It's a baconery! Hey, hey! Called it. We want a little bit more commercial. Lots of cars going around. You are not covered by water. Should probably do that. We're already getting some abandoned houses because of it. And actually, we just don't have enough water in general. Our city is growing to electricity. You see, it's not actually in the... well, I guess... Oh, I didn't realize that. The midpoint of the yellow is actually where it flips the other side. Well, that's not good. That was only when it hit the red. Not enough money. We might be growing so fast, we're not going to have enough money for power for our growth. Now, the pollution over here, I don't think it pollutes the water. Do you pollute the water from here? Or is that leftover sewage that's about to get pulled into my pipes? Don't do it. I think it's just leftover sewage. Don't do it! No! Stay away from my pipes! We could put in a temporary coal power plant. The cost to buy a coal power plant is much, much lower. The cost per megawatt is a lot worse, though. I suppose I could have just put down a solar plant from the start. Which would have been, ultimately, I think, cheaper, but I'm not sure we really were in a position to do that. Like, our city is growing so fast. It's just like, let's hope we get just enough tax income to buy the next windmill. We need some water soon, too. Luckily, it turns out it's pretty cheap to do. Garbage is piling up a little bit. We could just build another incinerator over here. Eventually, I'd like to, you know, buy the other side. Because I think this is going to become a traditional industry site. Traffic is not bad. Bit of a bottleneck there, because people are stopped because of these trucks and things, but that's alright. So yeah, I'm going to build traditional industry over here, right by Poop River. And also what'll be nice is these two will feed each other, because some resources from here will go over there. Yeah, big backlog. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh, we're just going to do a landfill for now, because it's cheap. A little further away. That looks pretty good. I think we're going to have to run some power to you. I don't know why you need power, but I believe you need it. I don't have enough money. There we go. Now we do. Maybe you don't. Maybe you actually just spread power on your own. But we're going to do that. Now, that's going to be some land pollution. We will have to empty this out later on. But right now, we just have to do what we can with the tiniest amount of money we've got kicking around. In real life, Venice is a huge industry area on the mainland. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. But we can't build to the mainland. I don't think. Now, this is... I think this is the top left square. No. I think there's one more we can technically buy over there, although it has hardly anything. We actually can't reach the mainland on this map. By design. Now, if we're okay with just shipping in all our goods for our industry, and we can have a lot of shipping, and I think that's what will eventually happen, is, wow, that garbage backup. what will eventually happen is we'll have lots of cargo ships, and we'll use a little bit of this rail. That will provide our commerce with all the goods they need, at which point we can just start to use offices. Downside to using all offices is A, you do need a very educated population, and B, look at the garbage trucks just go by and like pick up all the things and they have to go back. And B, you have nothing in your city that produces goods for your commerce, so you have to import it. This is going to fill up really fast. But we're making money right now. Power is stable. Water is stable, which is really good. If we can get another incinerator down, that'll actually produce a little bit more power as well. So I'm going to be happy about that. How's the water pollution? Nothing. Oh, okay. That poop, I think, just dissolved. It wasn't a real poo. It's just a fart. We're okay. Thing is fine. This is going to be awesome. We're going to watch this purple plume go deep into these other islands over time. So we know not to grab water, even a well, from near these things. But we're going to have decent water pickup over here. We're going to be fine. Lots here, lots here. Nothing to worry about. A bit of a criminal element going on. Also, more demand for industrial. I don't really have much in the way of education. I don't even have a high school down yet, so I don't think I want to start putting down offices. So I'm not sure what we're going to do for our industry demand quite yet. Maybe just save up enough to buy the next island. Luckily, the cost to buy the first piece of land is pretty low. My crime rate's only 6%. It's actually not too bad. I think I'd much rather put down a fire station next. It'd be nice if... It is one of the things that was nice about SimCity 4 and 5. I don't know about 3. I don't remember. Is that you could ship stuff to other cities. I mean, there's no greater region in this, but it would be nice if there's something you could buy that was like a sewage connection to somewhere else. It was just like, it worked very much like this, well, or this one, but was twice as expensive to maintain or something like that, or even triple the expense to maintain. But it was, instead of dumping water into the water, it was just a pipe that ran into the ground and, you know, theoretically went out somewhere else. Just so you'd have the option of doing it. And you know what? I bet you that would be very, very easy to mod. I think that would be trivial to mod. Wow, yeah. Or at very least might come in some sort of DLC. Like, you want to balance it. You want to balance it. Because you want to use it as a way for people to just easily avoid all pollution forever. But otherwise, it's kind of cool. Alright. Even though I need, like, so many other services, I'm actually going to go right ahead and purchase this plot of land right now. 4,300. Boom. I do have the mod for all 25 pieces of land. Otherwise, I'd be a little bit worried about exactly which piece of land I'm going to buy. Eventually, I'll buy all of them. Yes, even this one, because I can. I'm going to put my house there. Oh, there's a little bit of mainland in there as well. So that's going to be fine. Okay. So what I want to do is put down a traditional industry over here. So, I guess I shouldn't pause it. Or maybe I should. If I do a straight tool, that way I can get the preview right away. So what I'm trying to do is get as close to the edge as possible here, because space is going to be very, very tight on this island. Something like that. And then we're going to want an actual grid going on. So that's pretty decent. Now, oh yeah, I gotta make my rail going across there too. Traffic is going to be a little bit brutal here. Oh, I'm not going to have enough for a cargo station over here. This is where I'm going to want to put it. I'm going to kind of want to reserve that space for a cargo station. But that will come a little bit later because apparently I don't have the money. So, because I think it costs like 60 grand or something. This is a two-way. It is a two-way. So I think we're just going to bridge this across here for now. I don't have enough money. Well, now I do. I don't hear. I want to hear. Let's wait. Almost. 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 That's long enough. Okay. We are going to need to get some power and water pipes out here too, though. So I don't want to zone it yet because people will start complaining about not having the services, and it'll be a little bit annoying. Certainly this is going to need to be embiggened, this road. And again, I'm going to hopefully, once I get a cargo train station over here, my hope is that there won't be that much traffic in and out of this island. Except for some goods shipped to some commercial that we can do locally. But a lot of stuff is going to come in and out through that one station. That's the hope. Just got to wait for a little bit more dough. All right, that I think we're going to be good. So let me go ahead and zone the spot. Oops, I want to make sure not to grab that bit on the mainland. So something like that. We'll run water across. There you go. Nice and snappy. 440 rather. Waiting for the money to stabilize. We're making elite amount of dollars right now. Nope, not anymore. Of course you're gonna go in there. Obviously. Not enough money. Sort of gonna be Pooh Island, yeah. Instead of Pooh Lake, we're gonna have a Pooh Island. There we go. And then they're gonna need water. Because of course you're gonna start building the place not covered by water. I wonder how it prioritizes. Like, what made it decide that this is the place to get started? Because this is closest. I don't know. It's curious. So, 440. Still making money. Almost certainly we don't have enough services going on. We gotta get that going. But I want to finish Industry Island over here. Or at least what I have zoned so far. I realize now I put out these pipes over here in an area that I'm not zoning yet, but I didn't think money was going to be quite this annoying. It's just like Dwarf Fortress, except they prioritize the bottom right instead of bottom left. I mean, there could be something like that. Can industry use poop water without a penalty? No, I don't think so. I think that'd still be a disease. I mean, there's employees that work there. They're trying to drink from the water fountain. It's kind of chunky. What's your biggest city population? We reached 250,000 in New Helsinki, which is the main live stream city that we were running. That was without the 25 tiles, and it still had room to grow. We might revisit it at some point, but I wanted to try something a little different today. So we're doing this. Watch this poop, like, wrap around to over here. Be like, no, what are we going to do? I have to, like, get all our water from one of those rivers over there at some point. It'll be a good test. Remind me when we end the stream, which actually should be now. Oh my god, it's 6 p.m. No, this is the end of the stream. We're a little short on power. We have no money for it, so... Power usage. Also, if I'm going to take in the water usage. We're going to see if that reduces... Oh, it does reduce both. Okay. It's expensive. It's a lot like manipulating the budget for efficiencies and things like that. But we'll go and put that in for now. Actually, it's so expensive we're now losing money. Don't do that then. There we go. We're now making money. We don't have enough power. We are technically making money. So, I think we were good on water. Just barely. We'll increase the budget for power. Or are we? Oh, loans. I can take out loans. And another, we'll definitely need that. Yeah, these things keep popping in, so... We're going to fill this entire island with windmills. It's going to be awesome. I should maybe just build a single solar plant, but I don't know. We'll see. I would like a fire station on this island, please, and thank you. And we need a fire station over here as well. Vroom. Making good money, despite the fact that we have loan payments. So traffic is going to be stalled every now and again as people come in and out and like park there. But overall we're okay. Some traffic is being diverted down here, which is not necessarily bad. This one way is relatively easy to work with. Traffic here is still fine. It's going to be terrible later on. Because here's the thing to consider. What's going to happen when I have this island settled way over here? Our only highway entrance is here. It's going to be really, really, really important that we have basically all of our actual business cargo. And see all these trucks here? These are not helping. But all of those are we're gonna make sure they come in through ship and rail. Well, mostly just ship, because the rails, we'll probably continue the rail through here to over here, but that'll be the extent of it. Other than that, we'll have to use cargo ships heavily and hope that all of our cargo goes through there and none of it, except for maybe, you know, a little bit of local stuff here, decides to use the highway. Because otherwise we're gonna be boned. It'll be really interesting to see how we can work that. Some things are on fire over there, but we're okay. We're making some good money. Do services only cover a certain area? No. It's not entirely like that. So, for example, I only have one police station, right over here. There's some crime going on here. And right now, actually, it's a great example. A police car was dispatched here to fight that crime. The police car comes from here. The coverage shows you the area in which people are satisfied. So only, as far as I can tell, only people in the green area feel like satisfied by the fact that they have police coverage. Other people will not level up because be like, we don't have enough services. However, vehicles will travel from here to anywhere on the map to find crime, which can sometimes be a problem because sometimes they are taking a ridiculously long trip to go and fight something. Which is why you're hoping, generally speaking, that you have things scattered enough and that people are going to localized crimes, localized fires. They don't always. Sometimes they decide it's really important. Even though there's a sick person right next to another hospital, it feels like at least some of the time an ambulance from across the town will go and service them. I don't know if that's true. Every now and again it seems to happen, usually when you just fall behind. So no, that one police station can technically deal with crime everywhere, but just very, very slowly because of the distance is involved. So ideally you keep plopping down some more stations. We don't know the exact mechanic yet, and I suspect some of that behavior may continue to get tuned over time. So that'll be interesting to see. This island is literally drowning in poop. Well, not literally, because then the poop would be on top of the island. This island is literally surrounded by poop. That is true. It's flowing both directions. So yeah, I don't know why like the water is flowing in the directions that it is, but I don't know why it do, but it is. Well, oh, that's right. I have a water source in the middle here. That's helping. I think that's actually helping quite a bit. Actually, really a lot, because any water intakes I have anywhere along here will always be fresh water. It's a bit of a cheat, in a sense. It's unrealistic, but it's also really, really useful. And given the fact that we have limited control over how the water gets moved places, I mean, I suppose I could put water treatment plants right away. We would have had less poop water. Still some poop water, just less. That landfill is starting to fill up pretty quick. We do need to get more incinerators, and actually, I want an incinerator there. Which, it's not, I don't know if it's currently in the grid. Oh, it is, good. And that will produce a little bit of power from burning garbage. That might not be the ideal location for it. It might not be quite central enough. Yeah, I usually like to do this so it's out of the way, and therefore, oh, I don't have enough money for relocation. And therefore not really polluting as much, but it's not going to matter here. It's in the middle of industry. So I should literally stick it in the middle of this town. And also put it closer to this bridge. Speaking of the bridge, but I knew that was going to happen. That will stop being a problem once we get our rail station over there. But we need like 60 grand for that. Yeah. Short term, I could go and increase the width of these roads. But that's a really small, like, sort of a cheat. The other thing I could do is give them a direct connection to the highway. But I'm really hoping that all we have to do is the rail station. Actually, I'm wondering if it might be worth moving the rail station here. Actually, that would probably be really good, and I should be able to afford it. I need 12,000 to relocate. So if I did that, and I have another rail station here to service there, I don't need one here necessarily. Although I could still have that to help supply the commerce. So the industry should use this because it's closer. That might work. I gotta wrap this up. You guys. You know what? Actually, let me take a really short break, and then we're gonna figure out if we can continue or not. You guys hang tight for now. I'm gonna. Oh, let's make sure to save the city. Venish 1. Boom. Take a short break. Be right back, and we'll figure out exactly what we're doing. So, 2 seconds.